Assalamualaikum. So today, our group 1, we are going to present about our second article review. First of all, I'm going to introduce my name. My name is Siti Nur Atika binti Muhammad Faisal.
My name is Al-Shakirah binti Muhammad Azhar.
My name is Alina binti Ahmad Rashidi.
My name Nurin Kisina binti Zamri.
My name is Sadatul Hana binti Mansur.
Now we will review an article titled Development of Resource Description and Access (RDA), the new cataloging standard, written by Shahzad Koropo. The article was published in 2012 with the journal titled Information World.
So now we are going to see about the background of study. So the articles provide an overview of the development and adoptions of the Resource Descriptions and Access, which is RDA standard in library cataloging. It discusses the changes in library data formats over the past 2 centuries, the shift towards electronic material, and the impact of these changes in bibliographic records in the 21st century. So, the document also references the Joint Steering Committee for Development of RDA and provide links to related resources and reports. The author's research focuses on providing readers with a general overview of the development and outputs of the newly adopted RDA standard.
For the research objective. For the research objective of the document Development of Resource Description and Access, it is include examining the development and adoption of the Resource Description and Access, which is RDA standard. It is impact on library catalogs and the challenges and recommendation for its implementation. Plus, the article also aims to analyze the goals of RDA, which is the intended user for library communities and other stakeholders, and its incorporation of functional requirements for bibliographic record (FRBR), which is functional requirement for, and next is functional requirement for authority data, stand for FRAD, and the intended addition of the functional requirement for subject authority data (FRSAAD), and the research also focuses on the ongoing efforts and discussion within the library community to address the challenges and ensure the successful implementation of the new cataloging standard. Now for the research hypothesis. It does not explicitly state specific research hypothesis. However, based on the content of the article provided, it can be inferred that the article aims to address the impact of the Resource Description and Access (RDA) standard on library catalogs, the challenges and recommendation for its implementation, and the ongoing effort and discussion within the library community to ensure the successful implementation of the new cataloging standard. Additionally, the article discusses the need for the compatibility between RDA marked bibliographic concept and the relation model, as well as the cost versus user satisfaction in implementing RDA. While the article does not present formal hypothesis,
It does provide an in-depth analysis of the implication and consideration related to the adoption and implementation of RDA standard in library cataloging.
Research model in this article focuses on the relationships between entities and attributes in information institutions globally, specifically emphasizing works editions, translations, and formats. It integrates FRBR and FRAD models, utilize linked data for navigation and data display, and ensures compatibility between RDA, marked bibliographic concepts, and the relational model with attention to the impact on library catalog interfaces.
Okay, next is a research methodology. The research methodology described in the article Development of Resource Description and Access involves analyzing findings from the RDA test period, recommendation from libraries like the Library of Congress or LOC, and insight from the US RDA Testing Committee reports. So it also examines how companies are adapting their system for RDA, focusing on creating a user-friendly database structure based their system for RDA. And linked data. So additionally, it discusses ongoing efforts by experts worldwide, including groups like the JSC, PCC, and ALA, and also vendors to improve RDA compatibility with systems like Mark 21 and concepts like FRBR. So this comprehensive approach forms the basis for understanding and exploring the development and implication of the RDA standard.
Article explore RDA's impact on library catalogs, highlighting mixed reaction post-testing with some embracing RDA while others express reservations. It emphasized the need for streamlining bibliographic record and collaborative efforts by groups like JSC, PCC, ALA, and vendors to address concerns and ensure a smooth transition to RDA. So next for the discussion, the article Development of Resource Description and Access discuss the ongoing debates and concerns within the library community regarding the adoption of the resource description and access, which is stand for RDA standard. It covers various topics including the timing of implementation, compatibility with existing systems like MAR, and efforts by professional groups to address issues before full implementation. Additionally, it emphasized the need for RDA to work well with other systems like MAR and highlight challenges faced by libraries during the transition, such as time constraints and resource allocation. Overall, the article provides a comprehensive overview of the discussion, concerns, and efforts surrounding the adoption of RDA, underscoring the importance of practical solutions and the complexities involved in the transitioning to the new standard.
article Development of Resource Description and Access highlight the challenges libraries face when adopting the RDA standard. These include costs as upgrading system and training staff can be expensive, especially for libraries with limited resources. Staff training poses another hurdle, requiring time and resources that affect daily operation and resource allocation. Furthermore, the article notes that it may take a while for libraries to see the benefits of RDA implementation, leading to uncertainties about its immediate impact. Additionally, the constant changes associated with RDA can overwhelm libraries and staff, raising concern about managing costs, staffing, and training effectively. Overall, the article emphasized the financial, training, and time constraint libraries encounter when transitioning to RDA, highlighting the need for careful planning and management to address these challenges successfully.
Intended audience of this article is first is catalogers, professional responsible for creating bibliographic records, assigning subject headings, and classifying materials in library collections. The article discusses the shift from AACR2 to RDE and the implications of cataloging practices. Second is information specialists. So the individuals with expertise in organizing and managing information resources in libraries and other information institutions. The article addressed the impact of RDA on information retrieval and access for users. The third is library professionals. Professionals working in libraries who are responsible for implementing cataloging standards and ensuring the quality of bibliographic data. And the article provides insight into the challenge and opportunities associated with adopting RDA. And the last intended audience of this article is a researchers. Scholars and researchers in the field of library and information science who are interested in the evolutions of cataloging standards and the development of new approaches to resources descriptions. So overall, the article is tailored to a knowledgeable audience familiar with cataloging practices and standards, aiming to inform and engage professionals in the library and information science community about the changes and advancements in resource descriptions and access through the implementation of RDA. The general problem area addressed in this article on the development of resource description and access, which is RDA, is the need for a new cataloging standard that is better suited for the digital environment and can provide improved access to information for library users. So the article discusses the limitations of the previous standards, which is AACR2, in meeting the evolving needs of users in an increasingly digital and interconnected world. So the key issues highlighted in this article included: first is transition to RDA. So the challenge of transitioning from AACR2 to RDA and the implication for cataloging practices, workflows, and staff training. Second is user-friendly service. The importance of providing a more user-friendly service in library online catalogs to enhance the user experience and facilitate information retrieval. Third, global sharing. The need for a cataloging standard that can be shared globally and edited collaboratively by catalogers and other users to ensure consistency and interoperability of bibliographic data. Fourth, the impact on catalogers. The impact of RDA on catalogers and the necessity for training, planning, and managing the implementation of the new standard, which is RDA. And the last one is ongoing development. The ongoing efforts to improve RDA address authority control issues, enhance the functionality and the cataloging tools, and support better integrations of data with the new standard. So, by addressing these problem areas and discussing the benefits and challenges of implementing RDA, the article aims to contribute to the advancements of cataloging practices and the enhancement of information access and retrieval in library settings. So, based on the information provided in the articles, um, it appears that the author has accomplished the objective set out in the paper. So, the author aimed to provide an overview of the development of RDA standards, discuss the transition from AACR2 to RDA, and highlight the benefits of RDA for users and catalogers, and also address the ongoing development and challenges associated with implementing RDA. So, throughout the article, the author effectively discussed the key aspects of RDA, such as its user friendly approach, global sharing capabilities, and impact on cataloging practices. So, the author also mentioned the efforts of various groups in improving RDA, addressing authority control issues, and enhancing cataloging tools to support the new standards. And by providing a comprehensive overview of RDA and its implications for the library and information science community, so the author has successfully achieved the objective of informing readers about the development of RDA, highlighting its significance in the digital environment and discussing the ongoing efforts to enhance and implement the new cataloging standards.
So, for the conclusion of the article highlight the ongoing efforts and discussion within the library community regarding the implementation and improvement of resource description and access, which is stand for RDA. It emphasized the need for clear and practical model to address various concerns and issues before the launch of RDA. The article also discusses the challenges faced by libraries in implementing the new cataloging standard, including the need for staff training, cost implication, and the time required to see the results of the change. Additionally, it addressed the potential impact of RDA on integrated library system and web scale discovery tool, as well as the potential replacement of Mark 21 with a new format. The article underscored the importance of a smooth transition to RDA and the potential benefit of widespread of RDA records by library and cataloger. So that's all from us. Thank you.